There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hong Kong House of Cards for October 14th, 2015. And today, Izumi is casing a Megalodon warehouse. And after looking at it for about an hour, she thinks she spots an unguarded window, which she's just going to climb her ass into. Let me get Izumi's sheet up. And she'll roll Dex and Athletics to get up there. And with cat-like tread, in through the window, and then behind some boxes, and then Nick gets a call.
Awesome. I pick up and hello?
Strike it now. Click.
All right. I will go up to my supervisor and tell him I have a lead on some of the people that struck down the last compound.
Oh, how interesting, the NWO officer says with that plastic too wide smile. What do you need to take it?
And I give him the coordinates and show him it's it's a warehouse. And I say it's a pretty big place. Maybe a couple of forgot the names.
Hit marks, Myrmidon suits, Men in Black.
A couple of hit marks and maybe a Myrmidon suit for me. But we don't know if we need to risk any more personnel.
He writes some stuff down and does some things, and he calls up a judge, and the judge gives him a very dreamy okay, and his printer prints out a state seizure warrant, which he hands right to you.
All right. Anything else that you might add, sir?
Don't get captured again.
Wasn't planning on it.
Good, because if you get captured again, we might have to send you through room 101. And we wouldn't want that.
No, sir, we wouldn't.
And he goes back to work.
All right. I'm going to go gather the materials he let me have, if any.
Yep. He's given you 4 hit marks and 3 Myrmidon suits and 2 MIBs in those extra Myrmidon suits.
All right. And we're going to go head on, get in a vehicle thing, and head on out.
Well, with the Myrmidon suits, you get in a helicopter.
Helicopter. There we go.
Yep. And everything is put up in PLA colors, and it's very nom. Especially since you're in the giant fucking half-ton suits.
Wonder how we're going to present the warrant.
It's simple. It's you kick out everyone's standard operating procedure here is you kick everyone's ass, kick them out, and then use the warrant as justification for keeping the building.
Got it.
Because this is a state seizure warrant. This means this building's ours now, son.
Yay. Alright, so I'm going to be doing that.
All right. So Chopper comes down onto the roof, and the hit marks go off, and in their dumb little robot bodies, they go secure the corners of the roof and set up rifleman positions.
Which versions of hit marks are these?
I need to find the book with all the versions.
I know Mage 20 has a couple, but
If you happen to know what page, I can tell you.
yeah, just give me one moment and I'll find it for you. It's page 624.
Okay, let's see here.
And it goes all the way down to page 626.
It's these are Mark 6.
All right.
They're not brand spanking new, but they're not too obsolete.
All right. And what do the other two Myrmidon suits do?
They're following your orders. You're in command here.
All right, so we've just got the rooftops, so I'm going to go head down, start heading down the Axis way, and I'll tell them both to watch my tail and to call
Okay.
the hit marks whenever we've cleared a level.
What the frack's their name? There's a specific name for Pentex's security force. It's on the tip of my brain.
By the way, how many levels are in this building?
It's a warehouse, so there's like offices upstairs and then a big, wide, empty space downstairs.
All right, so 2 levels, 3 levels?
Yeah. 2 levels.
I'll tell one of the guys to secure the chopper, and I will call the hit marks to me as I breach the downstairs. And the other guy in the Myrmidon suit. Oh gosh, I can't say that.
What the heck's the name for Pentex's security? What the fuck is it? Okay. You guys are greeted by a Pentex first team.
Okay.
Who are the guards of this warehouse. They're in body armor and camo, and they're wielding assault rifles, and they shout freeze, and they look completely under-equipped compared to you guys with your freaking shoulder-mounted machine guns and half-ton suits.
Nice. Take him out.
Yeah, it's a pretty one-sided fight up until the point where this guy in a suit comes out and starts barfing worms on you. And you didn't think that would be bad, but then the worms start actually just eating through your freaking suit. And then he dies and the worms all die. So you've crazy rusted the paint job and killed a fucking Fomori.
All right.
Yeah, I don't feel like rolling for one-sided combats today.
Fair enough.
And Izumi comes out and tries to kung fu kick a Myrmidon suit, and then gets grabbed.
Don't kill her. We need her for information.
She shouts in Cantonese and kicks and screams and fights and bites. Puts on a good show.
All right. Have we taken the warehouse? Pretty much.
Yeah, you've taken the warehouse pretty much. You've now got an entire warehouse full of worm-tainted drugs.
Wow. What about the status on the other guys and the other hit marks?
The other hit marks have reported that a second first team has arrived, and these ones are backed by some heavier hardware. Recommend sniping the drivers.
Do it.
Okay. Pew, pew. And yeah, there's some firefighting going on outside. If you open the door, you can take part, but essentially they've got snipers that are nearly bulletproof, and these guys have assault rifles. And they're equipped with silver bullets, so that's not really going to help. These guys are supposed to take out Guru, not hit marks.
Right. Well, let's finish cleaning up first.
Yeah. You take the warehouse, everything gets cleaned up. The second first team's gone. You get a call from the NWO agent that says, I'm getting mad reports that Pentex knows we hit them.
Oh, was that who was here?
Yes, I hope that this is worth it. Click.
All right. And I guess we head back with our little prisoner in tow.
Okay. She's still kicking and screaming.
Okay.
And I hate to do this in sort of a cutscene-y way, but it kind of has to be.
Yeah.
Izumi is first put through conventional torture. They put her in a chair and they shock her when they don't like the answers she gives. And she's gonna make a quick willpower check because she's got a fairly high willpower. And I'm gonna add her Poe because her Poe doesn't want her to succumb to torture either. Yeah, 4 successes. She's like, "Oh, that's only 50,000 volts? Please.
All right.
Come on, give me 100. Give me 100. I dare you." Ah, okay, that's really nice. And it's like, so Izumi stands up to conventional torture, and the NWO agent says, "This is an interesting one. She's not any of Pentex's usual fare."
Well, they did have somebody spitting acidic worms at me and destroying our suits, so doesn't spread easily.
The quote-unquote Bane spawn they have.
Could be one of them.
Could be, but she doesn't register as one on our scans. She registers as a Kuei Jin. I didn't know they would be working with Pentex.
Maybe they are, and we just don't know about it.
Friggin' reality deviants.
Yeah. Maybe that's who they're starting to hire now. Getting a little desperate.
Finish her regimen personally, and then bring her to room 101.
All right.
And he leaves. And Izumi's taunting the torturer who you're supposed to relieve. Just calling him very nasty names in Cantonese, though occasionally she slips into Hebrew.
I'll just look at him and be like, leave.
And Izumi looks at you, and she's got this very angry look in her eyes, though she doesn't say anything to blow her cover.
Right. I'm trying to think of how to do this. There's security in the interrogation room, correct?
Yeah, she's on camera. There's like 3 cameras recording her right now.
All right, then I am going to look like I'm going to interrogate her.
Yeah, they're also audio recording, and Izumi's figuring that. So, but yeah, Izumi spits on the floor, spits up a little bit of blood, but that doesn't seem to phase her because she ate most of someone beforehand, so she's yang imbalanced right now. So she's got enough yang chi that she can just heal herself continually.
Right. I'm going to do mind thing with her.
Okay.
Well, torturing her.
All right. You try to touch her mind?
Yep.
Okay. You got one. The pose got one. So you didn't think you need to ritual cast, but you do.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and burn a quint. And
Okay.
figure that first.
Go on and roll another.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, there's a monkey that's trying to keep you out of her mind. And it's kind of disconcerting. And then eventually you touch her mind.
All right. In a particularly brutal round of torture, I am going to communicate with her in her mind and say, look, here is where you can get a Myrmidon suit. Take it. Get in it. Take it. Leave.
And she's gonna nod slightly, but she's doing it in a way that it looks like it's just her convulsions from the shock.
Yeah. And do it when I transport you to room 101. Transporting.
She's gonna do that again.
All right. So after I get the message through, and after what looks like to be a really brutal torture, I kind of just nod and say, I think you're ready.
And she looks up. She gets the kind of tired fucking look in her eye that someone who's been through torture gets. Because it still fucking hurts. It's just she was able to resist it.
Yeah. And I kind of very carefully move her out into the hall.
She goes limp. But she's only a 17-year-old girl in weight, so you can carry her pretty much.
Yep.
And right as soon as we're at the crossroad junction where she can just bolt to where the Myrmidon suit is, she's gonna kick your leg. She's gonna kick your knee in, and
I'm going to collapse. Just
yeah, she kicks you in the back of the leg. That knocks you down. She stands up. She cricks her neck and then blows for Yang Prana and goes zip. It's right down the freaking hallway because Yang Prana. And before anyone can react, she jumps into the back of a Myrmidon suit that one of the other members of your team was getting out of, so that it could be serviced. And next thing you know, there's a Myrmidon suit raging its way out of the base.
Am I still connected to her in her mind?
Yes, it is part of the same scene.
All right. So I go ahead and start feeding her directions mentally before the
And,
short is screwed out.
Yeah. And then the monkey throws feces at you, and you lose the connection.
That's fine.
Damn demon monkey!
I know, right?
Yeah. I love the Poe doing things like that. Nobody messes with her mind but me!
Are there
go on.
Are there any modern hit marks, that I could send out without attracting too much attention?
Yeah, there's a couple of Mark 10s.
Any Mark 9s?
No Mark 9s, just a couple of Mark 10s that you can send out. The Mark 6s were only around because they're decent snipers.
Fair enough. I turn to a Mark 10 and say, try and pursue her, but report to me in about an hour.
All right. The Mark 10s run. The Mark 10s
Just
go
one. Just one.
The Mark 10 goes invisible and tries to chase after her, but between her natural abilities, Yang Prana, which is integrated into the suit because the suit integrates with magical powers.
Yeah.
Which makes it so that that's designed so that awakened creatures can use it better. Yeah. But Kuei Jin Chi just works just as fine.
So, one last thing. I'm going to send a string of commands to the suit. And what the commands are essentially going to do is burn out the tracking system. And
okay, you're going to need to make me a correspondence check for that.
Shit, I don't have that.
Nope. You can't quite do it because it's too far away. And you do need magic to burn out that thing's tracker. But she knows to ditch it somewhere.
Right.
Okay. So she causes a rampage through the base and busts her ass out. And here's what you get on the scattered reports in the tracking system. Okay.
Yep.
What she does is she leaps it off of a bridge into the water and climbs out and swims for the opposite shore.
All right.
At which point the Mark 10 loses tracking because it tried to follow her through the water like a dumb machine it is.
All right, so I will go and recover the suit and the Mark 10 alone.
Yep.
And here's where things get tricky. Here's where things get interesting. You said I needed correspondence, correct?
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead.
One moment. Yes, sir. Sure. I can get you that. Just give me about 10 minutes to finish the scene. Okay. You recover the suit alone.
Yeah, the suit and Mark 10, and at the river, I burn out the tracking systems.
Okay.
On both of them, and I go ahead and start that ritual. I tell the Mark 10, hey, get the suit and come with me to my follow me, and I go to my sanctuary. Okay.
All right. Yep.
So I'm successful in burning out all the tracking systems, correct?
Make me a computer hacking roll.
It's hacking?
Well, if you've got hacking, that reduces the difficulty, but if you've got computers, then do computers and wits.
All right, just give me one moment to find it. Computers. I have intelligence, which is higher.
Nope, it's wits. Hacking isn't about doing the same rote thing because the technocracy put defenses and shit. This is about overcoming their thing.
Oh, this is gonna suck for me.
This is why wits is important.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but it's not that good either. Wow. What was the diff?
6. Any specializations?
No specializations, both of them are 3. But I'm also,
Thank you.
if I'm going to do this, I might as well go ahead and do the hacking of the hit mark road.
Okay, here's what's going to happen, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You are capable of burning out the tracker,
Mm-hmm.
but as soon as you do, the hit mark stands up and goes damaged, returning to base, and starts marching back towards the base.
And I will do that magic road to... Yeah.
And this is a Mark 10, so it's not actually, it's not as suspect to reprogramming.
Yep, I know.
So it is +4 difficulty, so you're at diff 10.
Yeah, I know. And let me see.
Actually, no, Mark 10s can't be hacked.
They can.
No, I'm reading it. Mark 10s cannot be hacked.
If you check on the mage book, 626.
I'm looking at it right now. You need matter 3, mind 3, forces 2, plus hacking rolls, all at diff 10.
Yeah. Intelligence plus hypertech.
If you've got a full lab, sure.
And I do.
And it's not going to go to a lab willingly. It's heading for a base.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So is there any way to do that with the magic roll?
it's what I'm telling you is
Mm-hmm.
to do it magically, you need matter 3, mind 3, and forces 2.
Yep.
Plus hacking rolls, all at diff 10. And to do it with the intelligence plus hypertech, you need to be in a lab. It's not willing to go to a lab. It's marching to base.
All right.
It's no longer following your orders. Make sense?
Yeah.
So what do? Do you let it go or?
Actually, you can just get it moved today.
Okay.
Who is this?
He's one of the guys in the Hong Kong game.
He's from Hong Kong.
Anyhow, so
Yeah. I don't know what my options are at the moment.
you can fight it or you can let it go.
Let it go for now.
Yeah. Because it's defaulting when a function like its tracker goes out, it defaults to go back to base.
Right.
Because it might be compromised. It doesn't know its tracker is down.
Yeah. The Myrmidon. I'm going to do the same thing to the Myrmidon suit.
Myrmidon suit is not autonomous.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got all of its computers use a brain as its coprocessor, so it's really easy to hack.
Oh yeah.
You just need to be plugged into it.
And I sort of am.
So what do you want to do with the Myrmidon suit?
Just disable its tracking for the moment, and then I'm going to rush
Yeah,
off.
okay. Make the hacking our computers plus wits. Yeah, its tracking's gone. They don't know where the heck it is.
All right, then I'm going to speed off to base and go to the lab where the hit mark would be at? For
Okay. It's in a lab with lots of cameras and recording devices around.
all right, I'm going to attempt to repair the tracking device.
All right. You need Dex plus subterfuge.
Well, no, I'm going to actually repair the device and put in a worm.
Okay. You need Dex plus subterfuge.
Don't have subterfuge.
So you need to make a straight Dex check and hope you don't fail.
Do I have subterfuge? No. That would be... What is subterfuge?
It's a talent. It lets you lie.
Aye. Okay.
So you need to roll it because... Okay, there you go. That's good. Otherwise, the cameras would pick up exactly what you're doing, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So you've got it in. How good's your worm?
How good is it?
Yeah. How many successes on computers and intelligence did you get while making it? Because
I
you
don't
don't
know.
just have worms on hand, man. You got to prep these things.
Okay.
I'll let you just this once retroactively do it. All right.
Yeah.
So computers plus intelligence to make a worm.
Which that would be computers at 3 and intelligence at 5, I believe. Yeah. Not my best roll.
Well, that's at least one. So you've got a 1 success worm.
Yeah.
Now, normally because it's technically kind of a crafts check, I'd let you keep going, but this is a retroactive, so I've been too nice already. So this worm has a single function. What is that function?
To shut down the tracking device at a given command word.
Okay. It will shut down the tracking device when given the command Hufflepuff.
All right. And otherwise, I just leave the hit mark alone. I repair it, I fix it up, and...
Yep. And NWO boss is not happy, but he doesn't stop smiling. Why doesn't he stop smiling?
Yep.
Damn New World Order. I think that scene.
Yep, that scene.
Okay, push the button again.